like and subscribe and share to our channel. Make sure to say your prayers every night unless you're too late. Thanks for being awesome. Peace. Bye. Make sure to like our videos and subscribe.
Hey everyone, so it is August 22nd. It's gonna be a hot one today. It's supposed to be like 100 or something. Not very pleasant. It's a cool morning though, but she's already getting muggy. Not a whole lot going on right now until we make hay, end of the month. And as soon as we get done with hay, it'll probably be close to start chopping corn and then high moisture corn. But right now, this last week we ran out of high moisture corn in our bags, so we gotta start giving them just ground up dry corn. And we took a couple loads out of the bin that we grind up with our little mixer and we fed it to the cows, but now we're hauling corn to the creamery where they'll grind it up. They can grind it finer and just put it right in with our protein mix. It just works out a lot better. We ain't gotta hook up the auger, this little auger, the grinder, grind it all and load it. We just haul corn up there, we bank it, and then they bring it back out. So today we're gonna haul some corn to town. So we gotta hook up the auger, hook up the big auger, get this little auger out of the way, get some gravity boxes, and haul some corn. Alright, got the auger hooked up. Now we gotta navigate it through the yard without hitting anything. The only concern is making this turn here without having the auger hit one of the gravity boxes and then the shed. But yet the wheel's gotta make it around that tipped over feed bin. Alright, we're not even close to the gravity boxes. Yeah, we're alright. So these suckers are long. I don't know, what is it, 73 feet or something? Then the tires that the axle it rides on is so far back, you really gotta make sure you take your turns wide. Like here, I'm 30 feet away from that bag. By the time the tires straighten out, it's gonna be close. Got plenty of room, but it'll be close. Actually, it wasn't that close. We're good. Now is trying to figure out the right angle to get at the bin that the hopper reaches the unloading auger, but yet that the auger spout is in the middle of the driveway. Now Sarah decided to put a garden, usually where we're kind of parked. We'll see how this gets in here. Hopefully we don't hit the house. Hard to tell from in here. We're gonna hop out and pull the auger out, see where it lines up, on the road. This might take a minute. Alright, so I had to drive forward and kind of angle it back the other way and come in. I'm angled this way, it's too close to the house, so you couldn't get the tractor underneath it. You kind of got it angled that way a bit. Should go just a little bit farther forward. Before that, I'm gonna grease this auger up. When I open this cover up, I seen that the grease zerks are right where they needed to be. So I can get at them. One on each of these knuckles. One there. So we'll grease that up and then it should be ready to rip. We are loaded up and headed to town. So we're just taking to the creamery here in Buckman. It's 2 miles from the farm. Each of these wagons holds about 400 bushels, so we're taking in right around 800. Dad thinks we'll probably need about 3 loads, and then that should get us pretty close to when we're gonna make high moisture again. If not, we still got more in the bin we can bring up, but just do this for now. So we're. Oh yeah. So we're gonna go to the creamery. They'll take a sample of the corn and tell us where to dump it, and we'll go get another one. Alright, so today, kind of a little slower day again, but we're going to get some maintenance stuff done. So we're going to get the scrapers all ready for the winter months. There's nothing really that's different, but just what we do is change the oil on here. So this planetary motor, this oil needs to get changed every 6 months. And then this chain needs to get tightened. That runs, that pulls the scraper. What?
That's off. So after on today and tomorrow and then the day after tomorrow after those 3 days I get to go back to school.
Yep. He goes back to school here in 2 weeks, so I lose all my help.
And I get to see my best friend again, Anthony.
Yep. So as I was saying, we gotta tighten up this chain. We gotta take some links out of it. So I never really showed how the scraper works. It was broke here a couple weeks ago, and we kind of showed it a little bit. But this whole chain, it's one big chain, and it's connected at this scraper here. So here's the end of the chain. It's at the other side, and it's bolted to the actual scraper, both sides. And how it gets tightened is right here where the drive is. The nut here that slides this whole thing up. So the chain comes around. Comes up here's a big gear that turns it, that's what drives it. So as you tighten this up, picks it up, it takes the slack out. But this is just about maxed out. This is how far it's moved. It could go a little farther yet. We're gonna tighten up, so we're gonna drop it all the way down, take the slack out of the chains, move the chains so I get all the slack down here, and I'll torch it off. The excess chain and hook it back up. First, we're going to change the oil on here. So the bottom of this motor is a drain plug. Let's see if we can get that We're gonna let this drain, and then we're gonna run to the shop and get some more tools and stuff that we need to get the scrapers loosened up. Alright, so we're gonna loosen this up by screwing this back down. Before I do that, there's grease zerks on all these sides of these pipes here. I try to really grease them up good so that there's grease all the way up and down here. These things get pretty corroded and rusty. You try to keep this really lubed up good before you put it down, so when we want to crank it back up, it actually turns decent. Tuck. So grab the grease gun.
Okay. This?
Yep. Grab this end. Okay, now hold the button in. Okay. Can you do that for everyone? Oh, see it's leaking? You gotta get it straighter. You gotta push it on harder.
Well, I don't know where it is.
Use your finger and wipe it away.
I don't want to touch it.
Make sure it's straight. Yep, gotta angle it up a little more, right there.
Like this?
Yep, push hard on it. There you go. Oh,
Is that enough?
do a little more. Yeah, 1 second. Okay, do the other one.
Where?
On the side.
Where? Yeah, this one's really dirty. Let's get
Look, it's leaking. You gotta push it on harder.
like this.
Push it hard. Squeeze.
Is that enough?
That'll be good.
Is that all?
Needs a little practice. Dig around and find it. Alright, so we got that all the way down. Now it's right here. Before it was tender up here. That's how much slack came out of each side, so it should be a straight line from that wheel to that one. It blows out that much now. Here on both sides. So now we gotta go attach the scraper, pull the slack through to this side. That's where we'll take our slack out of. So this whole chain is hooked up by one bolt right here. That's what connects it to the scraper. So we take this bolt out, this chain can go through here on its own. So we'll take this bolt out, pull the slack through. Hopefully.
We just got out here. It's pretty nice. Pretty good. It's going pretty well. Want to hear a joke? Well, why did the turkey jump into the river? Because it wanted to swim, even though it can't swim. And then a whip just picked it up and ate it. That's a funny one.
So now the plan is we're going to run it so that the machine itself pulls all the slack through. I'm going to go on that side just to keep it coming along. Then once it gets tight to that scraper, we're going to shut it off. Then we'll see how much extra slack we can cut off. See how this goes. This would be better with 2 people. I'm just going to kind of run it a bit, stop it, pull the slack. Because otherwise if gets slack built up in there, it'll bind up and stop it. I just want to keep this somewhat tight. Pull this together. wanted to see the cows too. Tucker's gonna show them the calves. Alright, so put that bolt back in there. So the scraper's hooked back up. That's so much slack. Took out of there. Almost 3 feet. So typically we don't take that much out. That's actually 2 years worth. So basically I take links out every 2 years. It's like next year all I'll do, I'll loosen it all up again. Take this bolt out, instead of pulling the chain out and cutting it off, I'll just shove this chain into the pipe. There's 3 feet of slack there. I can get that pipe to take the slack away and stick your bolt back into that excess chain, and that pipe does nothing. It can sit there. So that eliminates every other year of having to bring the torch down here, cut this, and it worked out pretty good. So now just gotta tighten the chain back up. I have to reset like where the scrapers start and stop, because with taking that much slack out, it's just off a couple of feet, obviously. Yeah, we'll tighten it up, run it. Should be good for a while. So here's what pulls the chain. Obviously it's very dirty. It's pulling the chain that's dragging through poop all day. But that motor runs this big cog here. The chain comes up, it kind of grooves in that gear. I pull it up, and center, back down there, down the pipe, and back the other way. Run the scraper, just make sure it stops at the right spot. Alright, now it should be good.